an explorer from England who made his way to South America and eventually got eaten by cannibals, allegedly, they think. But he was looking for this lost Mayan or Aztec city full of arrows with one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world.
The Earth has been in existence for around 4.54 billion years, and it sometimes appears as if modern humans have grown unresponsive to extraordinary occurrences. Yet it's truly remarkable to find that our planet still conceals a plethora of mysterious events veiled in secrecy, including some of the deadliest islands on which no one should dare set foot. Unknown civilization. Deep within the dense Amazon rainforest lies a remarkable site known as Monte Grande, a mound that had long concealed one of the most astonishing discoveries of the 21st century. Until 2010, no one could have fathomed what lay beneath this unassuming mound. It all began when a group of unsuspecting farmers stumbled upon stone bas-reliefs and pottery shards. Word of this find quickly reached the ears of scientists, sparking immediate interest. Excavations commenced, and to everyone's astonishment, buried beneath layers of earth was a bona fide pyramid, a testament to a previously unknown civilization. This enigmatic structure was estimated to be around 3,000 years old, shattering the prevailing belief that the Amazon River Delta and its seemingly impenetrable jungles were devoid of human habitation. The ongoing excavations have been gradually unveiling the mysteries of this ancient civilization. Surrounding the pyramid, researchers have uncovered the remnants of residential houses and other structures, evidence of a well-organized settlement. To safeguard against wild tribes, a 2-meter-high stone wall encircled the area. At the pyramid's summit, a spiral pathway led to a place of worship, highlighting the spiritual significance it held for its inhabitants. Numerous snails were found scattered throughout the settlement, intriguingly intertwined with human remains, hinting at a sacred symbolism attached to the spiral shape. In addition to the settlement, a smaller pyramid was discovered where grieving mothers once laid their deceased children to rest. However, the absence of any written records leaves a lingering enigma, as scientists grapple with the question of how these people came to inhabit the depths of the Amazon and ultimately vanished. Meanwhile, in India, approximately 14,452 kilometers from the Amazon forest, North Sentinel Island, nestled in the remote waters of the Bay of Bengal, is the stuff of legends and nightmares. Its reputation as one of the most forbidding and enigmatic places on Earth has intrigued adventurers, yet it remains one of the last truly uncontacted and isolated places on the planet. But before you rush to visit, consider the dangers and ethical concerns that shroud this island in an aura of fear. The Sentinelese people, the island's inhabitants, have steadfastly maintained their isolation for thousands of years. They fiercely resist any contact with the outside world, making them one of the last uncontacted tribes on Earth. Their language and customs are a mystery, their way of life untouched by modern civilization. The island's fearsome reputation has been solidified by a tragic incident involving an American journalist in 2018. John Allen Chow, driven by a desire to make contact with the Sentinelese, attempted to visit the island. Tragically, he never returned. His ill-fated journey serves as a stark reminder of the island's inaccessibility and the potentially deadly consequences of disregarding the Sentinelese's wishes for isolation. Visiting North Sentinel Island is not only perilous but ethically problematic. The Sentinelese people have repeatedly demonstrated their desire to remain undisturbed, and any attempts at contact pose grave risks to both visitors and the island's inhabitants. Encroaching on their territory not only endangers lives, but also violates the principles of respect for indigenous peoples and their right to self-determination. So, while the allure of the unknown and the mysterious draws some to North Sentinel Island, it's essential to remember the profound dangers and ethical considerations that accompany any attempt to visit this enigmatic place. It is a place where caution, respect, and a commitment to preserving the Sentinelese way of life should always take precedence over curiosity. The Catatumbo Lightning. A mesmerizing and awe-inspiring natural phenomenon, showcases the extraordinary might of nature at the confluence of the Catatumbo River and Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela. Here, nature unleashes over 250 lightning strikes per square kilometer annually, amounting to nearly 1 million discharges in total. The most astonishing aspect is the peak frequency, occurring from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m., with up to 30 lightning strikes per minute. Despite the intensity, the thunderous noise is almost absent, rendering it a silent but breathtaking spectacle. This phenomenon, often referred to as the Catatumbo Beacon, is visible from a staggering distance of approximately 400 kilometers. It has historically served as a celestial landmark for sailors navigating the region. Scientists recognize this location as Earth's foremost ozone generator due to the consistent lightning activity. The perpetual lightning display is attributed to a unique combination of factors. Winds from the Andes Mountains trigger storms, while the marshy terrain emits substantial methane into the atmosphere. This methane, ascending to the clouds, serves as fuel for the remarkable lightning discharges. There was a brief interruption in this natural marvel in 2010 during an extended period of rainlessness in the area. However, after a couple of months, the electrifying display over the lake resumed, reaffirming the enduring and captivating beauty of the Catatumbo Lightning. Ringing Rocks. In the heart of Pennsylvania lies an extraordinary and enigmatic place that draws inquisitive travelers from far and wide, Ringing Rocks Park. Here, an array of massive boulders holds a captivating secret. They emit melodious sounds when struck. Visitors to this unique destination often gather in groups, turning the rocky landscape into an impromptu orchestra of alternating taps and strikes. This geological marvel traces its origins back millions of years, a testament to the enduring forces of nature. Interestingly, not all the boulders within the vicinity possess this remarkable quality. Only those that stand together produce the distinctive ringing tones. Move one of these musical boulders aside and tap on it, and you'll be met with silence. The scientific community remains intrigued by this phenomenon, offering several hypotheses to explain it. One theory suggests that the rock's structure plays a role in generating the sound, while another posits that specific minerals within the boulders react to the impact, producing the ringing effect. The mystery of ringing rocks highlights the countless enigmas and inexplicable phenomena that nature has crafted over eons. Moving from the mysterious acoustics of Pennsylvania to the pages of literature, we find Arthur Conan Doyle's science fiction classic, The Lost World. The novel chronicles the adventures of Professor Challenger in the uncharted wilderness of South America, where he encounters dinosaurs and other astonishing creatures. Astonishingly, the inspiration for this lost world exists in reality, serving as a captivating mirror to fiction. The real-world counterpart to Challenger's plateau is Mount Roraima, situated at the crossroads of Brazil, Guyana, and Venezuela. While it doesn't harbor dinosaurs, it boasts a wealth of endemic insects and plants found nowhere else on Earth. Mount Roraima's history parallels the novel's narrative as well, with rubber magnates once exploiting the region's resources during the rubber boom. Roraima's physical resemblance to a lost world is striking, perched above the clouds at an elevation of 2,723 meters, 8,934 feet, and spanning an area of 34 square kilometers. Composed of Precambrian rocks and dating back approximately 2 billion years, it serves as the source for major rivers like the Amazon, Essequibo, and Orinoco. Adding to its mystique, the peak of Roraima is perpetually cloaked in a massive lenticular cloud. Local Amazonian legends suggest that the goddess Kui resides at its summit, hidden from human eyes by this celestial veil. A mythical tale that adds to the mountain's allure. While legends abound today, Roraima offers accessible ascents from the Venezuelan side, welcoming intrepid explorers to witness its surreal beauty and the echoes of ancient tales that whisper in the winds atop this towering natural wonder. The mystery of the Devil's Kettle waterfall. Nestled in the state of Minnesota, near the tranquil upper lake, resides one of nature's most enigmatic creations, a waterfall known as Devil's Kettle, a name that perfectly befits its mystique. At first glance, it appears as though water cascades into an immense, unfathomable kettle and vanishes without a trace. The Devil's Kettle is a singular spectacle along the course of the Brule River, which flows into Upper Lake from the northwest. With a staggering altitude difference of over 200 meters, the river has carved out numerous waterfalls along its journey, and this one is truly exceptional. Positioned on a substantial rocky ledge, it divides the river's flow into two distinct streams. One gracefully tumbles over the rock, descending into a basin below, while the other seemingly defies logic by flowing into a hole in the rock, vanishing into what appears to be a void. Scientists have been captivated by this waterfall for an extended period, conducting various experiments to unlock its mystery. Objects were deliberately dropped into the water to trace their paths, yet they simply vanished into thin air, as if plunging into an abyss. Even the addition of dye to the water failed to provide answers. Countless theories emerged, including speculations that the water returned to the Mississippi or flowed through a concealed underground tunnel to rejoin Upper Lake. Some even ventured to suggest that within the Devil's Kettle lay a black hole or a gateway to the netherworld. In 2017, the puzzle of Devil's Kettle was finally unraveled, thanks to the efforts of Minnesota hydrologist Jeff Green. Through meticulous measurements of the river's flow both above and considerably downstream from the waterfall, Green revealed that the volume of water remained consistent. This discovery indicated that the water falling into the enigmatic stone hole ultimately reconnected with the second stream further downstream. Yet the mechanics of this reconnection remain a captivating enigma, awaiting further exploration and scientific understanding. Bara Kelmis Island. Located 200 kilometers from Aralsk in Kazakhstan, lies a place known as Bara Kelmis, which was once an island. In the 1920s, this island was home to a population of ground squirrels, and a few decades later, it was designated as a national reserve. However, over time, both natural and human-induced factors took their toll, causing the once vibrant Arrow Lake to dramatically recede. Bara Kelmis transformed into a desolate, uninhabited desert, living up to its Kazakh name, which roughly translates to, "If you go, you won't come back." This place is steeped in mysticism, and numerous legends have arisen, all intertwined with notions of the supernatural. The primary legend suggests that people who venture here can mysteriously vanish, lost in time itself. Initially, the guardian of the reserve territory disappeared, followed by a whole expedition that went missing for 3 months but returned, claiming to have experienced only 3 days on the island. Such stories of time distortion abound among local residents. Experts in anomalous phenomena propose that Bara Kelmis sits in a zone of intense activity, potentially contributing to these temporal anomalies. Ufologists, on the other hand, speculate that frequent visits by extraterrestrial beings could be responsible for these temporal disturbances. In contrast, some scientists remain skeptical, suggesting that these mysteries might be fabricated. Notably, Bara Kelmis was once a restricted area, possibly due to the presence of a nearby weapons manufacturing plant, adding another layer of uncertainty to the enigmatic history of this place. The full truth of Bara Kelmis remains elusive, shrouded in a veil of intrigue and uncertainty. Tomb of the ancient ruler of the Maya kingdom. Pascal the Great, the legendary ruler of the mighty Baku Maya kingdom, held his throne from 615 to 683 AD. During his remarkable reign, the Maya civilization reached its zenith, marked by economic prosperity and political stability. This era witnessed an ambitious construction boom in the capital city of Palenque, with Pascal commissioning the creation of 6 grand pyramid temples, including the renowned Temple of the Inscriptions. In the late 1940s, Alberto Ruiz Luillier, a leader of the Mexican archaeological expedition from the National Institute of Anthropology and History, embarked on a groundbreaking excavation mission within the ancient Maya capital, Palenque. His primary focus was the Temple of Inscriptions, a monumental structure featuring a 9-level pyramid with 69 steps on its surface. This awe-inspiring pyramid included a temple section and a burial chamber, towering to a total height of 24 meters. After years of meticulous excavations, in 1952, Alberto Ruiz Luillier uncovered one of Mexico's most extraordinary treasures, the pristine tomb of the revered ruler Pascal. The path to this hidden treasure was initially blocked by 2 formidable walls. However, archaeologists persevered and successfully breached the barriers. Inside the tomb, a profound archaeological wonder awaited. A vast 9 by 4 meter chamber with a soaring 7-meter ceiling revealed itself. This sacred space was adorned with 9 sculptures depicting rulers of the underworld. At the heart of the tomb lay a monumental sarcophagus, meticulously carved from a solid stone block weighing approximately 15 tons. Above it rested a tombstone inscribed with the birth dates of Pascal and his predecessors. Within the sarcophagus lay an array of treasures fashioned from precious jade, including a jade mask that adorned Pascal's visage, with eyes crafted from obsidian. Rings adorned each of the ruler's fingers, while beaded threads adorned his wrists and neck. The sarcophagus also cradled a magnificent jade sculpture of the sun god. Pascal's tomb and its astounding contents became a pivotal archaeological discovery, illuminating critical chapters in the history of the Maya kingdom. Pele's golden hair. In the aftermath of the Kilauea volcano eruption on the Hawaiian Islands, an unusual phenomenon known as Pele's golden hair came to light. These strange, thread-like formations, reminiscent of human hair, were discovered in various locations across the islands. Some of these threads could stretch up to 50 centimeters in length, and in certain areas, they blanketed the ground. Despite their uncanny resemblance to human hair, these threads have no biological origin. They are, in fact, composed of glass, resulting from gas bubbles in the lava that burst on the surface. Some of these threads were so fine that they were nearly invisible. Due to their lightness, they were swiftly carried by the wind over long distances, causing many parts of the islands to be covered in this peculiar hair. Locals attributed this natural phenomenon to Pele, the goddess of fire, lightning, and volcanoes in Hawaiian mythology. She is both a protector and a force to be reckoned with, depicted in two forms: a beautiful girl with golden hair and a hunched old woman. While Pele's hair is not an actual part of the goddess, it's wise to avoid touching them. When these golden threads come into contact with water, they can become highly dangerous, capable of causing harm to the mucous membranes and internal organs of both animals and humans. The dancing forest nestled in the Grad region on the Curonian Spit, there exists a captivating place known as the Dancing Forest. This small woodland stretch, extending over 800 meters, is a realm of whimsical wonder where trees defy convention with their peculiar shapes. Some appear merely tilted, while others contort into ring-like formations. A charming legend envelops this place, offering a mythical explanation for the tree's curvature. According to local lore, the Curonian Spit was once an island inhabited by pagan Prussians, who zealously guarded their territory. However, one day, a maiden of otherworldly beauty named Pradinia, a Christian, arrived on their shores with nothing but a harp in her boat. The Prussian prince, Bara, captivated by her beauty, proposed marriage, but Pradinia stipulated that she would consent only if the prince embraced Christianity. Intrigued, Bara challenged Pradinia to prove the existence of her god. The maiden ventured into the forest and played a mesmerizing melody on her harp, causing the trees to come to life in an enchanting dance. As soon as she ceased playing, the trees froze mid-step, their dance incomplete. As enchanting as this legend is, science offers its own rational explanations for this arboreal anomaly. Some scientists propose that the trees assumed their bizarre positions due to unstable soil and the relentless coastal winds. Alternatively, the whimsical shapes may have resulted from the actions of caterpillars, particularly the shoot moth, which consumes the tree's upper branches, prompting the growth of side shoots that eventually become the main trunk. Regardless of the origins, mythical or scientific, the dancing forest remains an extraordinary and unique place within our country, where the natural world manifests its creative and unpredictable wonders. The Island of No Return. In Kenya, on Lake Rudolph, lies the enigmatic Invitanet Island, encompassing an area of 55 square kilometers. This island is shrouded in mystery due to its unsettling reputation for people vanishing without a trace. Near the island resides the Turkana tribe, who in their language call it NV10, meaning the island from which you cannot return. This ominous reputation has led people to avoid the place, considering it cursed. While it might sound like a mere legend, the island's history tells a different story. The region around Lake Rudolph has always intrigued scientists, thanks to numerous archaeological and anthropological discoveries, including human remains dating back approximately 4 million years. In 1935, a British expedition led by Vivian Fuchs conducted scientific work in this area. Despite the ominous legends, Fuchs chose to explore Invitanet Island, dispatching 2 scientists, Martin Schefflus and Bill Dyson. He instructed them to signal their safety by turning on lanterns each evening. For a few days, the scientists adhered to the instructions, but one fateful evening, Fuchs noticed the absence of their lantern light and sounded the alarm. Despite extensive searches on the island, no traces of Schefflus and Dyson were ever found, and the 2 scientists disappeared without a trace. In the following years, several families from the El Molo tribe settled on Invitanet Island, seemingly undeterred by the chilling stories surrounding the place. For a time, life on the island seemed peaceful as they built huts and lived there. However, fate had other plans, and it was later discovered that all these families had vanished as well. Today, only the abandoned huts remain as silent witnesses to their presence. Even tourists, while intrigued by the island's mystery, prefer to admire it from the safety of their boats, wary of the island's sinister reputation.